find plants growing in some of the most hostile places on Earth. Now that's because over time they've developed some amazing survival techniques. And the good news is that there are thousands of plants that have been adapted by nature to not just survive, but thrive in the driest conditions. Cacti and succulents are tailor-made to survive the dry, with thick, fleshy, water-storing leaves. And they've made a serious comeback in modern design with some striking choices. A case in point, Aeonium Schwarzkopf, which combines bold foliage with showy flowers. The real feature of this plant is the attractive rosettes of glossy maroon-black foliage, which provide wonderful contrast. It's native to the coast of Morocco and thrives in dry conditions. But the world of dry-tolerant plants goes well beyond fleshy foliage. Grey leaf plants grow naturally in desert, alpine and coastal areas, so they have had to adapt to heat, drying winds and of course very little rainfall. Some plants, like the wiry leucophyta or pretty white-flowered correa, are covered with dense hairs, which give the plant an attractive silvery grey appearance. The tiny hairs provide protection from the sun and reduce water loss because they create a barrier to evaporation. Others, like this cotyledon, have a white, waxy coating to the foliage, which reduces water loss and gives the plant a lovely silver appearance. It's native to the Cape Province of South Africa, so it's no stranger to intense heat. Many plants have developed small leaves or even needle-like leaves to reduce the surface area through which water can be lost. See, these types of leaves give casuarinas a huge advantage in the harsh Australian climate. I'll tell you why. Because the gaseous exchange that's required by plants to live occurs through microscopic pores called stomata, which are often found on the underside of leaves. And water vapour can also be lost to the atmosphere through these tiny pores. But in casuarinas, stomata are found on the inside furrows of the ridges of each branchlet, so they're less susceptible to water loss. Water loss is further minimised by the plant as the branchlets fall to form a thick blanket underneath the tree. They act as a wonderfully rich mulch, which suppresses weeds and helps to stabilise soil from erosion. Nature is truly amazing. Take this Eucalyptus casia, which is native to southern Western Australia, where you'll find it growing in sandy soils or rocky environments. It has a wonderful weeping habit with branches that fall to the ground, but its habit is much more than just ornamental. You see, in the wild, these branches move with the wind, and as they do, they create a shallow groove in the soil, which collects water close to the root zone. So it's very clever. In fact, eucalypts are doubly smart because nature designed them with leaves that hang downward, which means they absorb less heat from the sun. Some plants flourish on neglect and they actually perform better without lavish amounts of water and fertiliser. Now the key is to understand a plant's needs. And one of the best clues you can get is to look at its natural habitat. Now there's a whole world of inspiration out there. So look to dry climates around the globe, like the Mediterranean, Africa, the Americas and of course Australia. For example, Acacia minicog. It has cascading lime green foliage, so you get a lush appearance in a water-wise garden. It requires little maintenance other than the occasional tip prune, and it's tough in dry conditions. The native hibiscus has it all. It's one of those plants that's dry-loving and very showy. Now it's native to the drier areas of South Australia and Western Australia, so it loves a sunny, well-drained spot. It got its common name from the purple hibiscus-like flowers that appear in late spring and summer. It's quite fast growing, so it will fill out quickly, but do clip it back fairly often, particularly when plants are young, so they don't get leggy. From a design point of view, you can also group plants together according to their watering needs to help you to water more efficiently. You see, the idea here is that if you group plants together that are incompatible when it comes to watering demands, then a plant that likes dry soils will have to suffer for the sake of one that prefers a little bit more water, and vice versa. Remember to always choose the right plant for the right place. So get to know your garden, look at what the soil and climate have to offer, and then choose plants which have adapted to flourish in those conditions. Get out there and see what's growing well locally in neighbouring gardens or in natural environments. And don't be afraid to experiment with lots of different plants in your own garden. I think you'll be surprised that many plants don't need as much water as you think they do.